Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie. Defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killer in the house. And I'm coming to do what I got to do. And I'm going to do what I got to do. Standing tall, standing strong. Hey, Bobby banging this bitch. What's good, family? Man, y'all know what it is, man. It's Sunday. Man, it's Sunday morning atheism, man. Y'all know what it is. It's what we doing every Sunday in the morning, man. Almost morning. Man, we're going to talk that talk, man. We're going to walk that walk, man. Appreciate everybody stopping through, man. Be a powerful show for you today, man. Little conversation here, little conversation there. We're going to get in, we're going to get out, man. I see the chat is starting to pile up, man. And I'm appreciating everybody, man. A6, I see you, man. Mongo Sleep. I see you, Sonny. What's good with you? What's up, Shango? What it do? Taj, my man. Timmy Turner, what's going on with you? Fontaine, what's up with you, man? I see you, 8. What's going on with you? What it do? I see Shackles. What's up with you? Shackle Breaker. Man, y'all in the building, man. Rock City is in the house, man. Look, man. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know what it is. We're going to do it right. Got a nice little lineup for you, man. We want to talk that talk. We want to talk a little bit about the byproduct hypothesis, man. That's going to be important, man. All right. Let me break y'all down with some of the key points here. What that is, we want to talk about the natural world, right? And, you know, we just got to get back into our solid teachings, man, to get away from everybody that's crazy. I'm going to always dive in and knock them out, though. Don't get that twisted, man. I always do that. I ain't gonna never let them off the hook. You know, I was thinking about some of the brain shows we did, and we're gonna get back on that too. All right. And how we think and what we think about things is very, very interesting, man. So, you know, why is it that we will allow a person to push misinformation constantly? Why are they allowed to go on these big platforms? Is it like a relationship where, as though, regardless of what the person got to say, they interesting, and maybe we judging them too hard? No matter what they say out their mouth, no matter how damning it is to the community, no matter how damning it is against what they claiming to promote, no matter how damning it is, the fact that it brings views to these big giant channels, man. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, they kind of like at an impasse. And if they, you know, pseudo kill them, then that person won't come back on a platform, which would start to affect their viewership. And so what? So then everybody become Captain Saberho. Man, that's interesting, isn't it? That is interesting. But what we going to do about it? Well, we just got to find a way to keep on pushing, make the information palatable. We don't got to get along with them. We got to be like the scientists are. They don't get along with the pseudos like that, right? They say what it is they say, and they get up out of it. And I'm saying that's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna do what we gotta do, and we're gonna get out of it just like that. It ain't hard, is it, man? Nope. Look, man, we want to always try to bring in about. I'm gonna set a low bar, $50 a show. That means show some support. So if 10 people donate $5, yo, that's $50. That's the low bar, right? What I want to be able to do is I want to be able to go live every day. with some good content. Y'all can sink y'all teeth in and take it back to your families. All right. We had to do this though with the support of y'all, though. I'm not just doing it to do it. That's come on, man. That ain't even making no sense, bro. We gotta be able to work around here. We gotta take time away, and we've been taking time away, but it's gotta make some kind of sense, y'all. All right. So, man, we don't ask for much, but do your part. Yeah, I mean, fuck with who fuck with you. That's what we like to say right there, man. So, y'all see the banner right there with the link going across. Some of my moderators are in church. I haven't quite figured out how the atheists go to church, but they go to church. It is what it is, man. Human beings. It's what we are. And, if you get a chance, join the channel. Let me see. Put that link in there. Yeah, you get a chance, join the channel, man. See if I can get this a membership, man. Get that green glow. All right. Get the green glow. Get the green glow. So I'm gonna drop this in there too. I think it's like $2.99, man. I see Chilembe is in the building. Hey, Chilembe, man, did you watch the daggone the thing? We're gonna do a show on that, man. Umar Johnson, he operates at high levels, in betweens. Don't answer the question. Rock, get the crowd rocking. He does a great job at that, man. So y'all can go ahead and join the channel, man. Why don't just do that on there? All right. But we're gonna do it everywhere. This will. Hold on. Man, what is that right there? All right, hold on. We'll get this here. See it, man. Join the channel, man. Show some love, man. $2.99 a month, man. All right. Get that green glow. So yeah, I like to start off with this because this is the most incredible thing. I ain't look. This is incredible for me, bro. Like, how? I asked myself, how is this possible right here? Seriously, like, how? How is this possible? I don't know.
Forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hardworking people. These are fantastic people. And we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And he's going to help make America healthy again. And now he's a great guy, and he really means it. He wants to do some things, and we're going to let him go to it. I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, go have a good time, Bobby.
Other than that, go have a good time. Man, this man is an environmental lawyer, man. This man should not be in charge of our health. Like, what day was that going to be? When was we ever going to think that was really going to happen? Like, what? And with that, man, man.
Bobby Banger from the block, seen it all raw, tough. Streets of Baltimore where survival's always rough. Joined the Marines fighting for a life he could save. But back in the hood, he felt like a runaway slave. Started an army, not of guns but of wisdom. I'm a rock squad, truth the anthem, we ain't just a God killer. Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people, give them wisdom as the proof. Black power rising, knowledge shines like a light. He's fighting for the future, ready to ignite. just to put food on plates, but deep in his heart, he knew he had greater fates. From the traps to the lab, he fights ignorance raw, teaching evolution while shaking up the law. The real black atheist is changing the game, waking up minds, never the same. God killer Bobby Banger on his path for the truth, empower the...
I would have never guessed that. You couldn't have told me 3-4 years ago, man, when I was standing in Harlem in the great debate, man, fighting against the money that he put on the situation. Dale Big Tree, y'all can look them up. These are top-notch high flyers in the anti-health movement for the African-American community. I'm not worrying about everybody else. I'm worrying about the African-American community, man, because we are marginalized and we are vulnerable. You couldn't have... I would have lost all my money if you told me the president of the United States, right, would raise his hand, raise that man's hand and put him, or at least say it. See, the world we live in, just saying it is enough. Allude to it, act like it. You know, we done seen people be around scholars and act like they scholars. They never have to say it, and you'll think they're scholars. We see people try to call me a doctor and a scientist. I look at them like, what the hell is going on? Got to be willing to reject the nonsense. So just saying it in the age of the internet, yo, it's enough. Anything can go viral. The craziest thing, I wouldn't have Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You can go right to Wikipedia and read his, what? How? Besides that, man, let's get into this thing, man, that pushes our mental stability in all types of directions, and that's religion, man. Man, get your hoodies, man. Think of it. The message is too damn powerful for y'all, man. So I might want to take off the no religion and just put 10,000 BCE, ancient Torah, crafted by nature. I think y'all can wear that around your friends and not feel disappointed and not feel ashamed and get ridiculed. Got to be a Lionheart to wear this. I already know what it is. Let me look nice now. Man, I'm waiting for somebody to pop. Where my people's at, man? Where my people's at? We can get right into the juicy nectar of the situation. So let's do this first. Favorite book. The old man had something. I suggest everybody read this book. I try to read it once a year, or at least listen to the audiobook. This one. Right here. The Destruction of Black Civilization. Great Issues in Race. From 4,500 BCE. Juju. What's going on, Juju? What it do? What it do? Pictures was looking like $1 million right there.
Keep talking. Come back in like 2-3 minutes.
Man, I'm looking at somebody sent me a picture from a damn Better Homes and Gardens. Man, I was like, what the hell? Top luxury. Somebody sent the picture. I was like, man, that's a luxury home right there, boy. Wow. All right. So let me get to my favorite book. I suggest y'all read it. It tells you, it puts the responsibility on the Africans and the things that they didn't do. We barely hear that. We always hear it's this person's fault, that person's fault. But Chancellor, he gives you the great issues of race from 4,500 BCE to 2000 AD. Man, he's holding you accountable, right? And there was a theme, right? There was a theme that continued through the whole thing, right? And on page, let's see here. We'll come right here. On page 174. All right. Coming out of this section right here, right? It says the record of over 5,000 years that ended with the European conquest of the whole continent in the 19th century shows that every African state remained relatively secure and independent as long as it maintained a strict policy of excluding foreigners from settlement within its borders. That same record makes clear that wherever these policies was abandoned and whites were admitted under the pretext of whatever, the eventual doom of the state was certain. The single point that is being made here is that King Caledosis and the other black leaders already had, as early as 652 AD, 37 centuries of this record before them, when they allowed the Arabs to establish permanent base of operation in their land. They ignored the record, as other black leaders were to continue to do until the Muslims, Asians, and Christian Europe swept the continent and left the whole black world prostrate at their feet. So when you start to allow those permanent residences, one of the first things they do is they build their houses of worship. Y'all do know that, right? Of course. So let's move on to this next page right here, and he gets into the nitty-gritty of it. All right. Y'all can get this link right here on, what is the name of this? Internet Archives. All right. So if we go to page, I want to go to page 212, right? I'm going to drop the link for this too. Let's see. Hold on. Drop the link for this too. Hold on. Let me get there for y'all. Drop this link for y'all so y'all can get to it. Let it load up a little bit. I should be just type that in there, shouldn't I? Let me see where we at. Nope. Hold on. Drop this link for y'all too, though, so y'all can get into it. Let me put that in there for y'all real quick. That's page 185. I need page 212. And 212. Let me get here. Man, hold on. Almost there. We're on page 207. All right, so we hit 212. Okay. Watch this. It says there were other variations. Well, maybe we should slide back one to see what they were saying. He was trying to say that talking about the political structure. It say did not vary from traditional African, talking about the Masis, constitutional systems. It says village chiefs and council, district chiefs, the Naba, and the council, the province governor, Naba, and the council. It says the Mugu Napa and the council. The Ode Napa, the prime minister, was next in authority under the Muha Naba. It say each important ministry in the national government was also the Naba government. It says of the province, other variations and traditional practices, right? Goes on to say there were other variations. This is when it gets real important and the rubber starts to meet the road. It says some were highly important. One was the ministry of the Muslims. Now, why would they have a ministry of the Muslims? Well, let's see. For unlike so many other African societies, the migrating Masis had learned something from the history of the blacks and their relations to Arabs and Berber peoples. No foreigners could settle in Masi territory. You know, in today's world, are you allowing certain elements to settle in the territory of your brain and the way you think? Do you have a filtering system? That's why we use science. Science is the great filter. It's the great equalizer. It helps stabilize your damn senses because your senses will lie to you. For instance, let's say like Stockholm syndrome, where the victim starts to appreciate the victimizer and starts to feel sorry for them. Are you in an abusive relationship? You start to feel sorry for the person that is abusing you. See, you can apply that. Go get some help in that. And say, but since the Masi themselves were great traders, they needed the far-flung outlets which the Muslims everywhere controlled. Muslim traders were therefore admitted under the country under the strictest supervision of the Ministry of the Muslims. Y'all, this is the same way all successful communities do. Okay? They don't just let anybody come into the community and do what they want to do. Right. They say all Muslim activity was restricted to trade. The religion of Islam was rejected. Conversion to both teachings and religions forbidden. They put a treatise on that. In short, the Masi saw Islam and Christianity as the white man's vehicle of conquest. We're going to talk about this later. Was it the vehicle of conquest? Yes or no? We've seen people trying to get away from it now. All of a sudden now, the religion is the super dope cool thing to do. Get out of here with that crap. It was the only black nation in time to see this. Indeed, the Masi prophecy, well, they made up a prophecy, held that when the first white man appeared in the land, the nation would die. Say that time had not yet arrived. The Masi policy of excluding whites and rigidly limiting the numbers and controlling their activities in the country further illuminates the African experience that is already so clear that it should require no additional light. So then why we keep fighting the religions amongst us? All African states that began to develop again after the Great Dispersions, rebuilding and expanding, were prosperous and advancing as black states as long as they borrowed the relentless, aggressive whites from their countries, and their destruction became certain only when they abandoned the policy to let the Asians and the Europeans in. On this record is entirely clear. The Masi held steadfastly to their own African religion and African institutions and survived over 500 years into the 20th century until it was finally overran by France. A few more of these all-African institutions should be mentioned to further illuminate the external influence school. We're dealing with the land and the people where the white face would have been a curiosity, and the white influence, even under the disguise of religion, was barred by law. Therefore, negotiation and settlement to newcomers were carried on with chiefs and the priests of the earth who represented the indigenous people. Man, that's the powerful right there for me, man. So yeah, we way past that, man. You ain't running around here saying, borrow this person out your institute. That ain't how we apply that now, man. What we do is we look back in the history and we look at what worked and what didn't. Now, the real estate is right here. And so we have to gather tools that will allow us to keep the misinformation filtered. In those days, those Europeans and those Arabs, they came in filled with misinformation, trying to hide their hand. What they wanted to do would get the best part of the land, and they wanted to render you prostrate, is what they was really doing. Right? They was really trying to they weren't trying to exchange cultures. They was trying to take your culture, and they took your culture under the guise of religion, because religion is a cultural system. See, we missed that. See, we missed exactly what religion was. We thought religion was the praying to the God. Could be, but that's not what make religion tick. That's not what make religion go. That's not what religion is. Let me show you exactly what religion is. And I want y'all to know there is no steadfast rule on exactly what the hell religion is. I'm saying it can be used as a tool of destruction of people's culture, and we've seen it right in front of our eyes. The record is very clear. So religion is a range of social cultural systems. How important is social cultural systems? How important was the social cultural system that allowed outside people from Africa to come in and move their way through? It was a valuable thing. They have learned lessons in their own areas, fighting against other cultural systems. People look just like them, but had different cultures. That's why it's important to understand what a cultural system is. It tell you what to do, how to move, right? If your cultural system is up to date, it lets you know who your friends are, who your foes are, no matter the color of their skin. See, we teaching now. Don't matter how a person look, how they coming, how they disrupting your household. Because you can have a friend, man, to disrupt your whole household with a bunch of foolery, and your kids latch on to that. You can have a government that would elect certain people. Well, the people elect the daggone government officials, but you can have government officials that are elected that have influence. And if you're not tight with your cultural system within your house, your kids be looking at that and think, well, just because that's the president, that everything he's saying is right. That would not be true, would it? Some things just out of order, and you got to have a system in place in your household to let your babies know what's out of order. There's certain lines, certain music, right, that can be interpreted and is out of order, but you got to be able to teach your kids. And hold on, man, that's called entertainment. And just because a person can catch a football and shoot a basketball, don't mean they can be upright, and they can be very positively influences, but that don't mean that. Got to teach the babies, how to take their time, how to look to you first, then look outside. It's cultural systems. So religion is a range of cultural systems, including designated behaviors and practices, morals, beliefs, worldviews, sacred text, sanctified places, prophecies, ethics, organizations that generally relate to humanity, to supernatural, transcendental, and spiritual elements. Although, watch this is important. This is what y'all miss. Although there is no scholarly consensus over what precisely constitutes a damn religion, different religions may or may not contain various elements ranging from divine, sacredness, faith, and supernatural beings or beings. Come on, man. If I scroll down here a little bit farther, I just want to emphasize once again. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Etymology of it. Wait. Religios. Hold on. I want to go back to there's no scholarly consensus here. Let me see if I can find this real quick. JJ, where you at? You ready? Let me see.
Yeah, I've been ready. I just can't sign in on my iPad. So
why not? Take your time.
I tried. I don't want to take too much time. I heard you talk about me.
I ain't talking about
man. atheists go to church. I ain't figured that one out.
I'd see hit the
For real, I ain't been in a couple months.
Man, you
I
need to
gotta
go
start
back.
going back. My pastor keep calling me.
Yeah, go back. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I
I know
am,
what you in
I
there
am.
doing. You ain't in there looking crazy. You in there, everybody don't go to church because they believe. I just want to let y'all know that. Some
Yeah,
people just like these
that's
people, grew up their family.
facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, that's fact. So, hey, Janelle Lola. Hey, what up, fanboy?
Hold on, man. Where is this at, man? It's a part in here I just want to show y'all where modern concept religion originated in the modern era in the West. Parallel concepts are not found in many current or past cultures. There is no equivalent term for religion in many languages. Right? See sources.
That's
Look,
two Dodgers right there.
scholars have found it difficult to develop a consistent definition, with some giving up on the possibility of a definition. Others argue that regardless of its definition, it is not appropriate to apply it to non-Western cultures. See, it's a dagger for all y'all. An increasing number of scholars have expressed reservations about every definition by ever defining the essence of religion. They observed that the way the concept today is used is a particularly modern construct that would not have been understood through much of history. And in many cultures outside of the West, or even in the West until after the peace. What is that? Westphalia. What the hell is that? Man, let's see what that is. You get that right.
Peace on Westphalia.
Westphalia. That would be. Can you see that, Juju? Let me see. I can't. He won't even show what that is.
Go back.
Oh yeah, peace. Westphalia.
Phalia.
Collective name. Two peace treaties signed in October 16th. October 1648 in the Westphalia cities of what? Osnabrück. Osnabrück. And Munster.
And Munster.
Munster. That's got to be the German.
Yeah, that's
look at this. They ended the treaty. They ended the 30-year war from 1618 to 1648 and brought peace to the Holy Roman. And they must have been fighting.
But they brought hell and destruction to Africa because, hey, that's right about that time. I'm just saying. Just pointing out a little point out.
So that destruction of Africa through religion now is understood. Not because we didn't pray to the right God, because it eroded the culture that the people had. And you can still see the trappings there today. So they don't gotta even be there. They still got their culture. What's their culture? Christianity, Islam, Judaism. That's the culture. And now we get it, right? It's a social construct. It's culture. So we need to start looking at religion as actually culture. You start to practice culture. Now, what I will have to say is that particularly, I want to talk particularly about the African Americans, right? And other groups, they have taken that religion and shaped it and formed it to mirror, you know what I'm saying, their culture. But there's a problem with the African Americans. What's the problem? It's called slavery. So you can go to Africa and they will intertwine Islam with their traditional religion, right?
Wax.
They will intertwine Christianity. And then you got some super nuts in Africa that ain't having none of it. And they want to kill all indigenous ideas and kill indigenous people and call them witches. They're going through the same mindset that the Europeans went through, like the Salem witch hunt and all that.
Syncretism.
That's what it's called, syncretism. Absolutely. That same mindset, huh? Humans working their way out of it, huh? But the African American had no culture to go back to, because that's exactly what slavery does. Slavery is the great erasure of culture because it turns you into a slave. That's why it's called slavery.
Yeah. Slavery looks to assimilate. Those some terms in sociology: assimilation and pluralism. The goal is to be a pluralist, right? Everybody having their own thing, living together in harmony. Not the utopia sense, but meaning we can have our own customs and we can have our own traditions and they be respected, not having to assimilate to this Americanized culture or religion in order to be respected in a sense. Yeah, look that up: assimilation and pluralism.
We're gonna open the panel up in a minute. We got some information we'll put out there. We're gonna definitely open the panel up. That's what slavery is. You can take, and this is how wild religion is, you can take Christianity and turn it into a force to help liberate you. It can be used as a force, you know what I'm saying, to tear you down and make you feeble. That's the problem. It's dependent on who got the tool in their hand. But guess what is consistent with religion, Juju? You know what's really consistent?
No.
That it forces the indigenous people into a paradigm shift. Right? To a position where they still got to use the tools that was given to them. You get that?
Yeah.
So although you may take Christianity or Judaism or Islam and use it as a force to liberate you, are you really liberated?
Right.
Think about that. Are you really liberated? Because you're using the tools that was used to what? Tear you down and put you in a position to have to liberate yourself. So you're in the same paradigm. And now the world says God. Well, we know that word God is fishy. It lock you right back into another geographical area of the world, right? It puts you right back in a frame of reference, right? That ain't indigenous to what you was talking about. Now the African American, like, we different. Because we lay in the belly. We laid in the belly of the beast. We bit side, man. We African Americans.
Yeah.
Right. Some of our family are Europeans. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And I ain't never telling nobody to disrespect their family, because that'd be ridiculous. That'd be called stupid. Your family is your family. Sometimes you can't help what your family is.
Right.
But African Americans, we sit at a real precarious position in the world. Family, right? So we not just Africa. We got family around the world, right? Yeah. Family, to our genetic family around the world, interconnected. It is what it is. So what am I saying? I'm saying that the African American, we sit at a great place to accept science, because now science can filter out the bullshit coming from Africa and filter out the bullshit coming from Europe. And ain't got no hard feelings about it. My great grandmother, you know what I'm saying, might have grew up in Kentucky, white woman, and my great grandfather might have grew up, my great grandfather might have grew up in Mississippi. It's family, it's family.
Right.
And all y'all out there faking, be faking, yo, because even if, say, one of your kids marry a white man, I mean, you're gonna let them kids, man. All of the rest you thought you had in the beginning, yo, all that leave out the way. When you see them beautiful grandbabies, you're like, ah, man, damn. So let's knock that off. Let's stop playing. Stop playing. Come on, man. If you love your kids, you love your kids, you love your children. I mean, if your choices ain't harmful to them, man. If the person that they marry is productive and help them and raise them kids, man, what the problem is, shouldn't be no damn problem.
Agreed.
All right? And my choices is my choices. All right. So I say all that to say that it's the great equalizer called science, because you can filter in the mumbo jumbo bull crap, right? From all sides of it. And don't feel bad, because we African Americans. So Juju. Where we at? What I sent you?
You sent me cultural evolution.
So do you want to start the cultural evolution? Because I think.
And you sent me natural science.
Natural science. Okay, so all right, let's start with
atheism. So
you say what?
Definition of atheism.
Oh man. Where do you think we should go? I'm gonna let you pick. What you want to start first? I think natural science. I think
Shoot,
natural science.
go ahead. Yeah, natural science. Here I
Should
go.
we go to natural science? Hold on, let me find it. Because that's it. I don't think people know what
Are
natural
you
science
big?
is. Hmm?
Me big. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think people know what natural science is, Juju. What is natural science?
No, I mean people like to pigeonhole things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Watch.
it is
Because I don't even think people know what nature is, right? And we're
yeah,
going to get into some terms, and I'm going to show you how the religious people is exactly that. They think it's all about the humans, right? How do I know they think it's all about the humans? Because you're not allowing nature to tell you, right? Through
right.
the process of natural science. Nature talks to us, meaning it reveals itself to us as we learn more about her. You get it? The more you look at the natural phenomenon, the more you learn about it. But you
Right.
can't tell a natural phenomenon what it is. No, you cannot. That means you think you better than a natural phenomenon. You think you better than everybody. And religion is that you can read in their text, Juju. Their text is very, very clear, right?
Yeah.
That Adam named everything. Now, how the hell?
Mm.
I mean, he was in charge of everything, even the damn woman. He named the woman. I know he looked at her and he said, woo, man. He
I
looked
feel
up and
like
seen him like, woo. Let me
you
stop.
funny. You
Let me stop.
funny. He would need to
And I
start
know
more.
I was like, woo, ain't never seen it before. Pop, they like, woo, bone in my bone, flesh in my flesh. All right, man, let me stop.
I feel like you are prepping people.
They had no clothes in them days. You know they didn't.
I know. I feel
Not
like
until they got in the garden and got intelligent and realized they was naked. Prior to that, they didn't know.
right.
That's why the whole story is wild. The whole Adam Eve story is wild. Go back, check the show we did on that.
I would love to hear you remake that just how you just did that little piece.
That's crazy,
That would
yo.
be funny as hell. But no, I feel like you're prepping people, because I watched that podcast, right? A couple times. Even though we saw the presentation, I'm not gonna give it away. But it just hones it in how religion co-ops adaptive processes. That's basically how it's telling you, right? That they co-opt those things that we needed, for survival. So I just find it interesting. So I'm just looking at what you got, and I'm like, maybe you prepping the people, maybe not, but that's how I feel a little
I
bit
ain't
because now
prepping
you're
too
going
hard.
into okay.
So
Now you're
yeah, man,
natural.
we're gonna hit the cash app. That's what we're gonna do. Where we at? We at two. Hold on, God, hold on. My fault. I'm gonna show the donations. Hold on. Let me get it right here. Shine Go, my man.
Hit that cash app.
Appreciate you, bro. All right, so we $45 now.
Tell him happy birthday too. His birthday was a
That's
couple.
Shango birthday. I ain't
Not
even been in the
today.
service. Happy
Like,
birthday, Shango, man.
yeah. Happy
All right.
birthday. Yeah.
A&M University, man. I see you, man. Happy birthday, bro, man. He's a supporter, man. Always was from day one, man. Man, appreciate the work you do in the community, man. Keeping our community safe too, bro. Appreciate that too, man. Yeah. Show you, man, that man, you got people that's working on your behalf, man, to make sure the community's safe, man. Even when y'all wilding out, man. So big up to you, bro. All right, let me drop the Cash App link again. Let's see where we at. Let's see. See what we doing. All right.
We gonna do that. We gonna get Ankh to retell the Adam and Eve story. Yeah.
Maybe when I get back.
That's gonna be hot.
When I get back.
He gonna play Adam. He
Big
gonna do a
perm.
Baltimorean style. That's gonna be funny.
It say why we what does it say right here? This say why we allowing our people to suffer worldwide.
So-called blacks or African Americans.
Huh? What you talking about, man? You better make sure your
damn thing.
Better make sure your family ain't suffering. You all out there. All the way out there somewhere in Deblitty somewhere. So here you go. It says, go ahead, Gigi. You want to get that?
What, natural science?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got my own. I'm gonna pull it up. Dang, I scrolled all the way down. So natural science is one of the branches of science concerned with the description, understanding, and prediction of natural phenomena based
Stop right
on
there. Stop right there. See? Based on what though, Juju?
empirical evidence
Mm.
from observation and experimentation.
So what's empirical evidence? Go ahead, Juju.
Empirical evidence is evidence obtained through sense experience or experimental procedure. It is of central importance to the science and plays a role in various other fields like epistemology and law.
Okay. All right. Goes on to say mechanisms such as peer review,
And reproducibility
go ahead.
a finding, so that would be falsifiability too, right? Findings are used to try to ensure and validate, try to ensure the validity of scientific advances.
There you go. Okay. So important here. There's some words here that you must understand. I don't think people understand what natural is, Juju. Let's click that on because I know they don't understand what natural is.
Okay.
Just the way people carry it, how they think what natural is. They say what natural is like natural is a nice little smooth mother easing through the tulips, real nice. You okay there, buddy? You good? Yeah. Natural. Get the natural herbs. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. Ain't that crazy, bro?
Yeah. Natural. Get the natural this.
Everything on earth is natural, right? Everything we create is natural.
Yeah.
Is an inherent character or constitution, particularly the ecosphere or the universe as a whole. Yeah. In this general sense, nature refers to the laws, elements, and phenomena of the physical world, including life. Although humans are part of nature, human activity or humans as a whole are often described as at times at odds or outright separate and even superior to nature.
Read that. Doing the what?
During the advent of modern scientific method, in the last several centuries, nature became the passive reality, organized and moved by divine law. With the Industrial Revolution, nature increasingly became seen as the part of reality deprived from intentional intervention. It was hence considered sacred by some traditions. Rousseau American transcendentalism or a mere decorum for divine providence or human history, Hegel, Marx. However,
see, hold on. We cannot get away from this guy. See, we can't get away from this guy. Why you think I laid the foundation with this guy? Why? Go ahead, Juju.
Move your arrow.
However, after all you just read.
Move your arrow. However, vitalist vision of nature closer to the pre-Socratic one got reborn at the same time, especially after Charles Darwin.
Yeah, see, Charles Darwin's important, man. I mean, Charles Darwin's important to all these conversations, right? Okay, so here we go. All right, Juju, don't mess up the word. I'm gonna mess up the word. Can I try it first?
Go ahead.
Anthropocentrism or anthropocentrism.
I don't get how you get
where you at. Where you at with it? Because this is important.
Anthropocentrism is what that says.
No, it ain't. Anthropocentrism. Now.
No,
okay.
You're fucking me up. Anthropocentrism.
Whatever, man. Let me see. Anthropocentrism.
No.
Anthropocentrism.
No.
Now.
Anthropocentrism.
Okay, now go ahead. Now, what is this? This is important because this is the
Okay,
crust.
okay,
I'm
yeah.
gonna open up the line. This is the crust of where we at. Go ahead. What is this? This is important. This is where y'all at. Go ahead.
Anthropocentrism, from ancient Greek, anthropos, human, and kentron, center, is the belief that human beings are the center or most important entity on the planet. The term can be used interchangeably with human centrism, and some refer to the concept as human supremacy or human exceptionalism. From an anthropocentric perspective, humankind is seen as separate from nature and superior to it, and other entities, animals, plants, minerals, etc., are viewed
So,
as resources for humans to use.
so in the beginning, God created heavens and earth. See how humans just separated themselves from nature? See?
Mhm.
Right? Because if you understand nature, nature encompasses the natural phenomenon, and everything is interconnected. There's no separate thing. Right? We got experimentations to show you can find the elements in different parts of the universe. Am I correct in that? Based off the color spectrum.
Correct.
Brunson, right?
Yeah.
Remember Brunson?
Yeah, Bunsen burner. Yeah.
He made the Brunson burner. Remember Brunson did that, heated those elements and seen those different light color come off of it. And then they start to realize wherever you find them same colors, you find the same damn element.
Yep.
So you can be in another galaxy and they see them same colors, right? And they know them elements are there, right? Yeah, everywhere. Everywhere is interconnected. You're connected by the atoms and the molecules from distant stars. We're all connected. That's why the theory of evolution was so serious, because it unified all of nature.
Right.
All of biology, ladies and gentlemen. It's a unifying theory. What's wrong with y'all? Now, they have not unified everything in physics. They close, but they have not. But they definitely unified, life is chemical. You know what I'm saying? They unified that. I want to let y'all know. So whenever y'all trying to fight and scratch and act like, no. So Charles Darwin evolution actually put us in our proper place in the cosmos. See? It didn't separate us. Prior to that, you were separate from the cosmos because God created you here and then man and then the Buddha, and they make separate. Thought you was better. You so better that you made a God to create you. Think about that for a minute. I ain't really thought. I dropped that link. I ain't seen nobody hit that link.
But again, of course, Sabio. What up, Sabio?
What up? You knew the anti-theist was going to join.
See, yeah. JJ Mally 7000. So we right there, Juju. Where you at? It's possible to distinguish between these three types of. Go ahead.
Anthropocentrism, perceptual anthropocentrism, which characterize paradigms informed by sense data from human sensory organs. Descriptive anthropocentrism, which characterizes paradigms that begin from, center upon, or are ordered around Homo sapiens, the human. And normative anthropocentrism, which characterizes paradigms that make assumptions or assertions about the superiority of Homo sapiens, its capacities, the primacy of its values, or its position in the universe. Continue.
No, there you go. So look where we at. Right. Is this not exactly what religion does? Or am I wrong?
Oh, no. Because religion co-ops. It co-ops. You feel me? These things. I don't know. Is that human exceptionalism? I don't know. Is there some type of a adaptive benefit to that? Maybe.
Well, let's go to it. Let's go to our chat GPT.
Oh.
Let's deal with the key points.
Okay.
We're gonna have Dr. Andy on.
I know. That's why I was like,
we're gonna get into it.
I was like,
Right.
you are warming people up for
No,
it.
I wasn't losing my mind. Mm-hmm. I knew I wasn't. So go ahead with that.
The theory you're describing aligns with the
What's the
cultural,
theory though? What's the theory? The theory is that would
the theory
be
that religious
I was
behavior
like the theory that religious behaviors and beliefs may what? May
may
be
be emergent
emergent,
from complex
complex
social and
social cognitive
cognitive
traits rather
traits,
than. Mhm. Go ahead, my
rather than
fault.
directly selected instincts shaped more by culture and environment than by direct evolutionary processes.
Right. So that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. You
That's what I'm saying. Now go
answered
ahead.
your
What's the theory?
question.
Let's get into it.
The theory you're describing aligns with cultural evolution theory of religion and aspects of the byproduct hypothesis of religion. These approaches suggest that religious behaviors and beliefs are not direct evolutionary adaptations, but rather emerge from complex interactions between cognitive traits, social structures, and cultural environments. So let's define this cognitive byproduct hypothesis. Um, Religious belief may arise as byproducts of evolved cognitive mechanisms such as agency detection, theory of mind. Move it up for me, please.
All right, hold on.
I'm using your page because I feel like I'll stay
Okay.
theory. Move it up a little. And theory of mind and pattern recognition. For example, the pattern recognition is very important.
Oh,
Um,
we talking about that for a minute. You know, like when you look at them damn clouds.
Well, let's go back to babies though. So that's one thing that's kind of that babies have is pattern recognition, especially for their mother's face. So I can see how, yeah, religion is always co-opting some type of natural adaptation. I mean, um, what were you gonna say though about that?
No, I was just gonna talk about just the pattern. Just when you look into the clouds, you see water hoses and fire trucks and stuff like that,
You see angels,
and angels and all that. That's pattern
you
recognition.
see
Yes.
God's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, humans' tendency to infer intentionality, seeing purpose in natural events, and to attribute agency to unseen forces could lead to beliefs in deities or spirits. Right. I saw a
Mhm.
sign. Right.
Mhm.
Um, Cultural evolution. Religions are shaped and propagated through cultural evolution where social and environmental pressures influence which beliefs and practices are retained or discarded. Right. So, like if you did a certain prayer over your crops and your crops grew versus a prayer that nothing grew, you're going to use the one that the crops grew. Yeah, stuff like that. Um, Successful religious systems may enhance group cohesion, uh, cooperation, and social stability, which in turn benefits the group's survival and reproduction indirectly. Okay, got that. Um, what's that? Mimetics and social transmission. Religious ideas are seen as memes, units of cultural transmission that survive and spread not because they are genetically encoded, but because they are compelling, adaptable, and beneficial in certain social contexts. This aligns with the idea that religions adapt to human environments and social needs rather than the other way around.
Mhm.
Emergence of complexity. Religious behaviors may emerge from the complex interplay of cognitive traits, imagination, memory,
Mm. Mhm.
empathy,
Mhm.
combined with environmental and social factors such as stress,
Mm.
uncertainty, and the need for social control or moral order.
So there you go. So there you have it. Huh. You know, when things get the worst, things start to break down, right? People go to prayer. When things get stressful, where there seems to be no way out, right? People go to prayer. Okay. And so the less organized you are, well, let me say this. The less prepared you are, the more you're gonna pray.
Right on.
Okay.
Let's,
I'm just letting you know the more resources you have, right?
yeah.
And then and even to say you got a lot of resources and stuff, and somebody dies. okay, and you got resources, so you cry, but you ain't crying forever. But if you don't say you die and you don't leave your kids nothing to bury and all that, it brings a lot of stress on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of stress on the family, man. Trying to get up the money and all that, yeah, it's wild and stressful. And then you're gonna pray, Lord, help me, give me the way, let me see the way. Right, I need the help. Can I get you? You know how it goes.
Mm-hmm. When we
Go
sing.
ahead.
Cultural adaptation versus genetic selection. While genetic evolution provides the brain's foundational cognitive architecture, cultural evolution leverages this to create religious systems. For instance, rituals, myths, and moral codes evolve to address community specific challenges and enhance social bonds. This framework suggests that religion is not a design trait from an evolutionary standpoint, but rather an emergent phenomenon resulting from the interplay of human cognition, social needs, and cultural practices. The end.
I like that. I like that summary. That was a pretty
Yeah.
good breakdown of how religion, of how we as humans have developed different ideas to help us cope with
Right.
the extremities and the unexplainable aspects of life that we've had to deal with. One of the things that I like even from Ankh is the food, clothing, and shelter aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it last night. Those or the other night. Once those three things were taken care of, then we can start contemplating higher living, higher gods, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, it was about food, clothing, and shelter.
It still is, though. That has not changed,
You're
bro.
right.
It's just easier to get
Right.
now.
It's easier to get those things now than it was then. Right.
Yep. Easier.
Now we need some land, labor, and resources control of per Baba Small.
But what I don't think we take into account is the transition or the changing of these deities, of these gods, from period to period, from phase to phase, from hunter gatherer to being more collective and living in communities, and going from small bands of communities to provinces and nations and empires, and people don't see how those things change. I don't think people pay attention to that, and how a god over a country can unite that country and advance that country or that nation.
Nah, these Anglican Christians say Trump winning was that God ordained it. But
God ordained it.
Nah, man. So yeah, that just reaffirms my atheism. That's y'all God.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. What's up, James? Welcome to the panel. What's on your mind?
Hey there, guys. So I recently discovered your channel, and I've been following it since, and I love your channel. I love everything that you do here.
Thanks.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, so I'm just listening, taking notes, thinking about, everything that you guys are saying. And, I'm familiar with the ideas, right?
Mhm.
And I just think, this is the domain of science that's going to kill religion. Because while a lot of people are still hung up on those old arguments about whether or not the earth is old or young, or whether or not evolution happened, it's the science of how cultural ideas develop and evolve over time, and what language has to do with the way that we think in the transmitting of ideas and how those evolve. It's the science of really what makes us tick that goes completely against what the biblical narrative and fundamentalist ideas are. And the more people become aware of the way the science works, the more they see how the trick is done, and the less hold it has on them as an illusion. So I'm dropping a few links over here in private chat. Now, we don't have to go over these today. I'm just sharing these with you. You can check them out later if you want to. But the first thing is a video from John Trudell on the Christian worldview, and I thought about that one because it was directly relevant to something that our host was saying, and it talks about natural spirituality and how that was completely contradictory, because these native populations had their own spirituality. They had their own way of making sense of themselves and their lived experience. And then when these colonizing forces came in with their ideas about what God is and what spirituality is and what we are, it completely shifted the paradigm, and it maneuvered people into a limited way of thinking. Right, that allowed the colonizers an opportunity to script the narrative and to exert control and authority over that narrative.
There you go. That was my whole point. Is this in the book, The Phantom God? Is that part of that, or the video?
I was about to say thank you, because I got 4 credits, so I needed some books. Thanks.
Yeah, these are some really great ones. And if you're spending credits, I would also recommend what's it called?
Come on, in Kindle. I mean, on the reader. Man, what's
Audible. I get
Audible. Is that on Audible right there? The Phantom God.
I'm looking right now.
I can't remember if those have Audibles or not.
Oh, okay.
But the two. So the first one, John Trudell, is just a speech that he gives about the native Indian perspective about how the white man colonizers shifted the way that people think, and how that was destructive for their society, for their communities, for their relationship to themselves and to each other. And then the other 2 things are just links to Amazon books, and those deal primarily with the way that the ideas of God develop. So to give a real quick summary of part of the point that he makes, we come into this world as infants, right? We aren't seeing very well. We aren't hearing very well. We don't understand ourselves. You have no sense of self. There's these mysterious figures overhead, and they gradually come into focus, and they're larger than life. They have this powerful presence that we don't yet know how to make sense of. And through the experience of relating to these mysterious figures, we develop a sense of reaching up and looking up for help, for guidance, for nurturing. And so we end up developing this relationship paradigm. Yes, we end up developing this relationship paradigm to our parents, whoever's raising us from infancy, and there's leftover neurological wiring in the brain. And so what religions do, these
they co-opt on that.
Yes, they prey upon that.
Mute.
They're like, go ahead.
Mute Sabio. Sorry. Can you mute Sabio? Thank you. You can continue. I'm sorry, James.
No, it's fine. Everybody that knows me, and you'll get to know me, because I'm going to be like coming back a lot. But they know that if you don't shut me up at some point, I'm just going to keep talking. But these are wonderful books. I highly recommend that you check them out. Maybe we can discuss them in a future stream.
Sure. Bobby Banger, can you drop the link for the professor? Chill.
I thought I dropped. Hold on. Let me open it up and pin the link. How about that?
Oh, that would be even better.
Yeah. I believe in miracles. There it go. Oh man. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, JJ 500?
Hey man, it's been thinking Molly, man. Get it right. Anyway, man, you know me, man. I'm on one of my victory tours, man. Another victim fell at the sword and then Dinka Molly. You know how I do, man. I'm on a five goddamn debate win streak. I think I'm going.
About time you debating for about 2 years.
T-Fax failed. Zion Warchild failed. And then look what happened to DeCleary last night. Yeah, you guys better start respecting my debate gangsters. That's all I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm just listening to peeking in there. You know, I'm enjoying the show. Hey, Lex, man, you gonna tear that dude up, bro. You hear me? Lex, I got some information to send you, bro. My number in the chat, man. You gonna dog walk me out. Talking about the Greeks influenced the Bible. They got all kind of Plato ideas in the book, man. It's ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
True that.
Hey, these Hebrews, they're in denial, man. It's called cognitive dissonance. You hear me, ladies and gentlemen, man? Hey, I had to step away from that nonsense. I got tired of it, man. You hear me? I got tired of the lies and the misconceptions of the Tazariak types and the Yaras and the apostles, man. They make
I can tell you what happened. I watched it. I watched it, JJ. I watched it. Yeah, I can tell you the whole. I'm gonna tell you how it went. This is how it went, JJ. You was always connecting with everybody. You was basically connecting with everybody. Right, you deal with everybody, and you wasn't strict with who you was dealing with, and they didn't like that. You would listen to all types of Hebrews, all types of science, everybody. You just was, and they didn't like that. They want you to exclude us, yo. That's what that was, yo. You feel me? That's what it was.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's speaking truth
but
too.
hey, Lex, I got so much information to help you out. I know you don't need help, but little extra sources don't hurt nobody. But I yield my 4A. Shout out to the panel.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting back, kicking back,
what's
absorbing the information. I yield.
Yeah, I'm just coming through my fellow atheist brothers. You know what I'm saying? Checking out the show, wondering when I'm gonna ever get my debate. When people gonna finally face the vortex. I've been waiting for over a year now, and every time I come, there's excuses and. I mean, I know y'all are so thorough in science and you're so adamant and sure that there's no intelligence in the universe, but it's been over a year since and at this point it ain't got to be Cedric because he's obviously scared. Anybody from the pseudo killers I mean, is it ever going to happen? Ever?
Hi, how are you, Lex? How you doing today?
Good morning, Juju. Please don't put no juju on me.
I like it when you call me demon. What you call me, a demon witch?
Hit juju on
him. Yeah, I gotta mature from the name calling,
I don't be bothered. I own that.
It's okay.
I'll be a demon witch.
Yeah, we ain't doing all that because that's religious talk and it's separated. It's like crazy. We can be intellectuals in there. Chilembe, what's up, man?
So no answer to okay.
Huh? No, what? Don't answer to what? I was looking at the Steelers. What you
asked? Are you ever gonna get in the ring with Lex on this evolution intelligence?
No, somebody can do it. Somebody else can do it. Everybody's educated. I'm not wasting my time on that.
Okay.
This is the foundation of what we do as human beings. Evolution. It is unified humanity, bro. I'm not gonna let you act like humanity has not been unified on a biological level. That's crazy. Crazy. Matter of fact, hold on. Matter of fact, it actually disrupted, I'm saying, the ideas of racism, yo. You get it? Like it knocked it down where white people were superior and people with colored skin was non-superior and indigenous people was retarded. Right. It wiped all that away.
No, actually,
let me finish. So why would don't cut me off. So why would I argue with you over something that is proven valid? It's not only, what's the source, GG? You know our favorite source? Hold on. Wait a minute. This is what he want to debate us against. Hold on. This you want to debate. Hold on. Watch this. Evolution. Hold on. Hold on. Evolution. You know our favorite thing, right?
So Ankh is gonna keep running, y'all. That's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. Yeah, you're right. You got me, bro. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? You're right. I'm gonna keep running. You can't even get me with that.
I mean, think about
right. I want to read this. Let me read this, then you can run your mouth with foolery because it's complete foolery. You don't even believe it, Lex.
Okay.
That's the part. Hey, Juju, can you read this for me? This is why I'm not going to debate this guy. I'm gonna let somebody else do it. I think the younger people got to do this, not me. I don't have to do this. Yeah, I'm tired of the easy victories and the foolery and all that. Read this, Juju. Right. This is what he can't get past. Go ahead, Juju.
Scientific understanding requires both facts and theories that can explain those facts in a coherent manner. Evolution in this context is both a fact and a theory. It is an incontrovertible fact that organisms have changed or evolved during the history of life on Earth, and biologists have identified and investigated mechanisms that can explain the major patterns of change. Evolution is an incontrovertible fact. Incontrovertible.
What is that? Can you say that, Juju? Incontrovertible is what, Juju?
Yeah, means it cannot be argued.
cannot be. Y'all cannot F
All
with
right.
it at
So now I
all.
can open the Bible and read
Or
something.
denied. Look, not able to be denied or disputed. So I'm not doing it. I'm saying you're gonna get got though. I got somebody for you. You can't even get around. I got somebody for you.
Just because you read your scriptures,
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know what you're talking about.
anything.
I
I'm
don't know what you're
saying,
talking
like,
Get tired of
you
idiots.
just did a Hebrew Israelite on me, bro. You just
Yeah.
pulled up chapter 18, verse 7. Incontrovertible. The Lord has said it's incontrovertible. See, that's not the debate, bro.
You're funny.
Debate is not
That ain't
whether the mechanisms have been proven true. The debate is how, when, and why.
What?
Yeah, I'm not. Evolution can
where
take
you at,
place.
Chalembe?
You're saying it's an accident. I'm saying it's not. That's the
Okay,
debate.
all right. That you and Ngozi probably can debate or something. Maybe
This
I
man
think
said
that'd be a
an
good
accident.
debate.
Let
know better.
Chalembe
You know
have
what?
him.
I'm gonna
Yo,
stop bullshitting.
Chalembe. Or
I know
Chalembe or somebody can really get you, yo. Like
Yes.
you know what I mean? I already know you can't. You might. I don't want you to go
why you can't get me on.
because it ain't gonna be because I don't debate
I mean,
for
just
free like
in
that.
Lex
don't
once
debate
and
no
for
more.
all, man. It's
Nah,
been
debate.
such a long fight between us.
You ain't been fighting. It has not been a fight. You've been on the ground. I've been stepping on you, trying not to.
Okay.
You know, it's
But-
not been a fight, bro. It's not
But
a
it
fight.
hasn't been fair because
Fella
you always
Debris
had
could
your
get 'em.
crew. You always jump me. You always but you won't just put down the weapons, get on square ground, and get in the ring with the.
There is not a square ground or fair ground here. Evolution, you can't get around it. All I gotta do is understand. I understand it. You can't
Hey, Lex,
explain how.
I don't understand.
Listen. Hold on. Watch this. Hey, Lex, are you religious?
In some things.
All right, then. So you are.
In
So you
some
want to
things,
debate
I'm
that? Hold on.
religious in
Watch this.
some
Watch this,
things.
Lex. You want to debate the evolution? What? Go ahead. You want to debate me? The evolution is what? Wrong? What? Did what?
That it's guided. That it's intelligent.
Godly.
Oh, man. Hey, Chalembe, what's up, man? Unmute yourself.
Well, hold up. Why is that? See what I'm? Why are you dismissing what
I'm not dismissing. I'm moving on to the
proposing?
next. My man, Chalembe, Shooter Killer Fisher. We'll get back
You
to
don't
you.
want to get off the show.
Go ahead, Chalembe.
Oh,
What's going on, everybody? I'm actually
There's
But
no.
you can stay, Lex. You're good. You can stay.
I'm actually driving, and
Sorry.
but I wouldn't waste my time with that conversation with Lex. So y'all got to find somebody else. My time is too valuable for foolishness.
Mine too.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
Damn.
I wanted to bring out this anthropocentralism. That is a small step. As y'all know, y'all been in the Discord. Y'all know I can't stand human centralism. I think it's one of the worst things that ever came about. And one of the reasons why is because it's a small step from saying that I'm above nature to only my people are above nature. Very small step to say that I'm this and everybody else isn't, right? So the concerning is the ideas that come out of anthropocentralism is centrally that I'm important versus everybody else. That my people, my family, my nation, my ethnicity group is superior to all others, and this leads to things like racism, inherent biases, and things like that. So that I wanted to point that out. That's one of the foundations for racism, which is the central theme that God has chosen me above all other people. My people are special. Your people are not. Blase, 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 and it goes on and on from there. And then there's a part on that wiki source that if you read down further, it talks about that it's not even a central idea for all humanity. It derives from people moving further.
Didn't they do that in science, sir?
Let him finish, Lex, please.
It derives from people moving further and further away, living in cities. You may have people who are more anthropocentrism than people who live out in like rural areas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a behavior contextualization that happens in that too. And so those things are very important when we talk about the development of God, right? Because if you think about it, you look at hunter-gatherers, they have a specific type of, at least in general, spiritual systems that equate things differently than those who lived in cities versus those who lived in areas such as cattle farmers and things like that. So you look at
Right.
it statistically, you say, okay, well, cattle farmers, their gods tend to be much more judgmental, much more interactive in human affairs, much more stricter with the rules and violations of whatever religious practices they have and traditions. Then you go to people who grew wheat. Their gods were more communal. People who live near rivers and streams and things like that, their gods all fit a specific prototype, you could say. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm enjoying the show. I'm listening in. As I said, I'm still driving. So
Marcus, so what is what's that principle that we love, pseudo killers? We always use this principle over the anthropocentrism.
shit. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You say it, Juju.
Oh, cosmic. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Get off the phone.
I'm good. I'm good.
Did you crash that car?
Get off the phone.
Get off the phone.
Really got some terrible ass potholes in the street.
Oh, you hit the pothole.
Yeah,
pothole.
they need to do something about that.
Yeah, cosmic principle though. So we always like to talk about the cosmic principle.
No pushback.
Anthropocentrism. I mean, you could. I mean, do what you do, Lex. Go ahead.
Hey, why do y'all like echo chambers though? I just like because what he just said, right, was very interesting. He said, oh, the religion, and I would agree with him, like, based on Judeo religion or special people and all of that is part of racism. But goddamn, in this modern day, it was actually scientists who promoted.
I didn't say that though.
Hold on, man. Like, hold on.
But you're wrong. I just want to clarify. I didn't say that.
Hold on, man.
Hold on. Listen, you can't make a statement and say he said this that I didn't say.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
That's what he does.
I didn't say that.
We know you didn't.
I didn't say it.
And why would you
so
do
I
that?
want to argue your point that I didn't say. I said anthropocentrism is.
Well, hold on.
That's what I said.
Finish it.
Why you started off with a lie?
Bro.
Yeah, you can't start like that. You trying to get it in the air so people at least hear it. That's crazy, bro.
Can I haven't even
look here,
finished.
They got a black girl now.
But you started off with a proposition that's wrong. You said something that I didn't
say. Hold on, what did you say? Brother, I'm trying to just talk. Y'all are hostile, bro. Maybe I made a mistake. What did you say?
I said anthropocentrism is. I said nothing about religion. I said anthropocentrism is one step away from creating
you said
racism.
That religion that was part of the basis of racism, feeling that, like people feeling special from God. You didn't say that?
No, you said that. Stop making shit up.
No,
Yeah,
maybe if you rewind the tape, brother, you'll see that you even use
That's
the
not
term
what I said.
God special people.
Right, I said that. I did say that, but that's that. You got to keep it in context.
Okay, can we rewind the tape?
Yeah, you can. You got to keep it in context. So what I said was anthropocentrism is a step away from creating racism. That my people. So what is?
Brother, I guess I'm getting old, man. Maybe I heard.
It's not that. It's not that. It's that. You hear what you want to hear.
We got Sunchild and Juan Birkins. You can debate them.
All right. So can I ask you, brother, what role did scientists? But my point is it's a little bit more complicated than that.
All right, explain it to us then. That's fine. Okay, see, I like the way you said that. I like the way you did that.
I get it.
No, I like the way you did that. Hey, Lex, I don't want to hear you say that. Instead of saying something the man didn't say, I like to hear you say it's more complicated. Now go ahead and explain why it's more complicated. Go ahead, brother.
Because
the anticipation.
Right, because I'm just saying we got to have a balance, because when you talk about things like racism, science at one point in this modern day contributed to that narrative more than religion. It's funny that at one point, the people who was believing science, those are people who like had slaves and were saying that humans were subhuman, and it would be like Christians trying to free them. See what I'm saying? That dynamic, but they fell into at that time, what was viewed as science. Oh, these people are inferior. They're less than human on the scale of evolution. They're closer to the monkeys. That was a scientific proposition. And it was religious people, even though that they had questionable things in their religion,
what
that was
about the
trying to free
monkeys?
slaves and shit like
They
that.
said, what about the monkeys? What they say about the monkeys?
So you can't say, oh yeah, on this hand,
no, what did they say about
like
the monkeys, Lex?
spirituality led to this when that's not
Lex,
true.
what did
In
they
this
say
modern
about
day,
the monkeys,
it
Lex?
was actually
Lex, what did they say about the monkeys, Lex? What did the scientists say about the monkeys?
You skipped everything I say to attack.
No, I don't know what the scientists said about the monkeys.
What?
You said that the scientists said something about the monkeys. What did they say? That's the most important part. What did they say about the monkeys? We want to make sure you know what the hell you talking about, Lex.
What are you referring to?
You said that the scientists said something about we come from monkeys.
I'm not sure exactly what you.
So did you say that the scientists said the humans came from monkeys? Did you say that? Yes or no? And then you can explain. If you say yes, you can explain. If you say no, you can explain. I ain't gonna.
Well, the scientist was.
I'm not debating nobody that don't understand evolutionary theory. I refuse to do it.
No, what I'm saying is,
what you saying?
Yeah, they locked up an African in a zoo as a sign of evolution, bro.
What? Man, look. First of all,
what
let me
the hell?
That has nothing to do with me understanding. This is about evolution. This is about the effect that science at one point had on humanity socio-politically.
Now, question. Who claims that humans come from monkeys? A, people who have not taken the time to study and understand human evolution. The claims, for the most part, start with the religious zealots and creationists who fight against science with ignorance and not facts. So they never said that we came from monkeys. Charles Darwin never said that. Now start over again. What did they say? Why would I debate a person who doesn't even understand evolutionary theory? It makes no sense to me, Lex. Get that first, then we have a conversation.
So why did they?
Man, I don't want to hear so why today. I'm saying this. I just gave it to you.
Why did they lock up that?
Why did they what? No. Why did they what, Lex?
I didn't even make a claim. You're trying to make it.
No, go ahead. Why did they what? Go ahead, Lex.
Why are you so hostile on a Sunday, bro? When it's just
Lex, I'm not hostile because I'm tired. I'm not hostile. You're framing. It's called frame. That's the shit they let Umar Johnson do. You gotta cut the nigga off when he start framing. You framing that shit,
during
dog.
the point of scientific racism, they wasn't trying to.
Okay, that thing got nothing to do with science. Yo, that's racism.
Wrong.
That's racism. That's not science. That's pseudoscience, bro. That's what you're saying wrong.
They locked up an African as evidence of evolution between man and monkey, bro. Man and apes, bro.
Okay, like, you know what, yo, you made that up.
All right, so that's what I was referring.
You listening to but you're listening to the Discovery Institute's video. I can put that up.
Referring to.
No, that's not. But that's not say. You supposed to say that wasn't scientific. There was some wild ass white people that did that. Say
that. Let somebody else speak.
Go ahead,
somebody else speak. So what's happening is he don't realize what he don't realize.
I'm not listening to their video, bro.
Yo, Lex, can you chill out for a moment? You've been speaking for about 10 minutes straight.
No, that was common scientific acceptance.
Lex, can you chill out for a moment? You ain't said nothing of value. So one thing that I don't think he recognized is that he's mixing religion with science, as those pseudoscientists did. So they took those ancient ideas and mixed them with science to draw this racist idea about humanity. He don't realize this is what scientific racism is. Religion mixed with science. Exactly what he's doing. He don't even recognize it though, because he wants to be so argumentative and stuck in his paradigm and the way that he thinks that he can't even recognize that he's repeating the shit that started scientific racism. Slow as hell.
I don't think you can beat Lex, Sappy. I really don't. Why don't you step up to the plate and show us how slow Lex is? You say he's slow.
Nah, man, now you doing the Sarnetti shit, man. We don't do that over here, man.
Okay, where was the religion?
Like
Where was
JJ,
the religion?
you got some smart guy on your side, yo, that know evolution. Get him to debate Lex. This man don't even understand that the human zoo, he gonna try to take the human zoo and use that as some science. Get out of here with that, bro. Go ahead, show me the papers that the human zoo was a scientific experiment by scientists. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Lex. Where's that at? I know what you're talking about, the human zoo. The Discovery Institute put the shit out. What you talking about, bro? That a bunch of crazy people,
And
yeah, I'm
what did I
saying,
use it as?
you said in the zoo. That's the human zoo. That ain't had nothing to do with science and all it do. First of all, the person was living in a damn museum. They putting them in a damn museum. All this shit was crazy. It was crazy, bro. It wasn't. It was based off of thinking that man was less than a human.
The Discovery Institute.
No, I know that, yo, but that thing had nothing to do with science, bro. Come on, bro. Be honest, yo. How am I debating a nigga who ain't gonna be
that was religious. That was religious, yo. That was religious, and I don't think you understand that, because they were trying to show that the white man was superior.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
It was religious.
So,
it was religious. It was religious. Lex, the world was not run by science. Lex, the world was not run by Lex. No. Chill out. I'm clarifying.
Where was the religion in how they?
Oh my goodness. When they said that God made them look like this and God gave them these characteristics that the other humans did not have. So they were showing a distinction between them and that person in the human zoo, Lex. What don't you seem to understand? What don't you seem to understand? Why is this so hard? Why is this so difficult?
All right, now can I respond to you, because that's not what it was. That's not your lie, bro. They didn't say, this is what y'all want to echo. They didn't say nothing about God. They actually used natural selection. They used Darwinian theories to say that they were superior on the evolutionary timeline, bro. You's a liar.
Yeah, I'm Lex manager, man. I don't think y'all can fool with him, bro.
I guarantee you that this is religious, and it goes back to the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th centuries, and them writing in their writings about monstrous peoples and other peoples of having unhuman characteristics, inhuman characteristics, such as the docephalic people and the blimmies and the satyrs and all those people that those half man, half animal types people that they were writing about. So this is where this stems from, Lex. If you haven't read on this literature, you are out of your league.
So why ain't y'all checking him, man? He's going deeper into the lie.
Oh my goodness. I'm going into the history of the of how scientific racism built off
I have a question.
Show that. They had already abandoned, bro. They had already.
Hold on, where you at, Juju? You get that, Juju? Let me get this man out of here. You get that, Juju?
Yeah.
When you listen, this is what I'm talking about.
Hold on for a minute. Relax.
Can y'all hear me?
Lex, relax for a minute. Hey, Juju, you get the source I just sent you?
Yeah, give me just a moment.
Okay, yeah. Let me get you out of here, Lex. See, this is what you can't do these days. You can't just sit there and make up stuff no more. Yo, them days is gone. That's why I'm not going to debate. Chill.
Yeah,
get you out of here now.
And I got all the on everything I just spoke on.
Can y'all hear me?
It's out there. Debate my client.
Loud and clear. So, go ahead, Chilimbe.
Okay. So this is a complicated issue. So I'm gonna just give you a name, Samuel Venner. That's Samuel Venner, who was a Christian missionary, explorer, and anthropologist. He's the one who took Obo from the Congo and brought him here. So if you say it was just because he was an anthropologist, you would be in error because he's a Christian missionary. That's what he was doing, and brought him to the World Fair, and then from the World Fair he went to the Brooklyn Zoo. That's what happened. And so at the time they blended a lot of these things together, religious beliefs and anthropology and science and all types of stuff together. So we're not going to act like that didn't occur, right? That the churches were sponsoring a lot of these uh, studies in anthropology and et
Facts.
cetera, to help verify and prove that their God existed and that it was real.
Yeah, like the church
This is
sponsored Charles
just to,
Darwin. Bro, you making no sense, bro. Like, that's why they won't talk to me, y'all. I'm not gonna try. The things that they be saying, bro, are so
so
ridiculous
You would
sometimes.
have
Y'all,
to
like
trust
when he
that
talk
more.
about the church,
so
that had nothing to
so
do
if
with how scientific racism formed. The church sponsored Charles Darwin. So
what are you talking
you
about?
trying
It
to
had nothing to
turn
do
that
with
that
how.
incident?
See,
Hold on, brother. You trying to turn
this
that
is what
incident
happens.
into a church?
I didn't turn it into anything. I gave
Like
you
that was
who
a
the
no, that
man
was a
was.
Can my
scientific thing,
client
I
bro.
speak?
gave you who
You're
the man
lying.
was and what he was doing in the Congo. He was a Christian missionary. What you gonna say that's wrong?
A
Am I
lot of
lying?
scientists were Christians.
Shut up. I'm not done talking. So, like I said the first time, brother, they were blending the two together. Just like you was about to say, that time a lot of scientists were Christians too, which is what Sabio said and what I just showed. So shut up and stop lying.
Charles Darwin was a
Tell the
Christian.
truth.
That doesn't
Tell the
show,
truth.
but that
Stop
that
the
doesn't show.
foolishness.
Now you're trying to shift the
Now, you
blame.
just was about to
You're
say it. Now
trying to
you going to
shift that
backpedal?
incident's blame on religion
I
now
didn't do that.
because
You
yo,
tried
come
Hold
to
on,
use
on,
that
bro.
can I
Like
incident.
say this
y'all
real
niggas
You
quick so
tried
y'all
to
crazy.
brothers
say
can
that
get a
this
Y'all are
was
breather?
so
security
No,
Well,
be
science.
yeah,
quiet,
disingenuous,
yeah.
Gideon.
bro.
Don't nobody
To my
interrupt.
Tried to
client.
say that
LeBron,
But
same
they
LeBron,
Let
they
security
they
talking
say.
science,
over each other.
and you got caught out there
So let
making
him
the
Now,
same
this
talk.
we're gonna do.
mistakes.
We're gonna chill it
You got
right here. I'm
caught.
not having this type of
You got
energy.
him up. He's done.
Yeah. Yeah, you done? Hey, Juju, can you read the source, please? Because this man ain't brought no
Yeah.
source, y'all. I'm tired of people misconstruing what science says and don't know what pseudoscience is. And that's like saying that the daggone 30 races they had and 25 races and 5 races was scientific. It wasn't. It was disguised as if it was science, but that's what made it pseudoscience. It wasn't science. It was not that. I don't care how many times they said it. It was all kind of racial biases. It wasn't an empirical data. Right? I read with the natural sciences, and it wasn't that. No matter how many times y'all religious nuts say it, it wasn't that, bro.
You're
You can
talking
say it
about
a
the
million times.
evolution.
I'm talking. Do not cut me off. I'm gonna put you off. Let me get mines in, dude. This is what we doing. Go ahead and read the source, Juju. Let me put it up here. Playing.
When you're ready.
Play too much, man.
I want to know
Always talking.
who at that time, what
Man, I'm not even
scientists.
talking to you right now, bro. The world is not yours, yo.
I know, but you're pulling
Okay,
up the
so you'll
source.
wait to
I'm just
get your
making a
turn as a
statement while
gentleman.
you're
I don't
pulling
need
up
you
the
to. I don't
source,
need you to throw
bro.
the foolery in, bro.
I
I
just
don't
want to
need
know
that.
at that time
You're
what
not Umar
scientists called
Johnson
it
cutting somebody
pseudoscience.
off. Yo, who the hell you think you is, bro? Let me put you in the back. It's not your turn to talk. We keep this thing cordial. You're not going to gorilla me like Umar Johnson going people show and gorilla them to some foolery and people get wild conclusions. I don't play with y'all pseudos. You're a damn pseudo, Lex. Because
I
you
ain't gonna lie.
misconstrue information. You take half truths and
Quiet,
piece of truths and put
Gideon.
it together like it's slick. I'm not doing that with y'all, man. Come on, man.
Lex a pagan, but he bodied your best student. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna put you out there for jumping in too. You shut up too. Gideon, you in the down there too. Gideon, it's not your turn to talk. Gideon, you're a religious nut. You run around think you from the house of Israel some damn where in America. How much sense do you make in 2024, Gideon?
Let him breathe. Let
You
him
born
breathe.
and raised in the United States, run around with garb on like you was in the goddamn year 2000 BCE. Get out of here with that
Right, man,
crap, bro.
you dressed
All
like
that
that,
shit
huh?
is phony, Gideon. You have no stands, Gideon. You have no information, Gideon. You can't even run your mouth. So I'm never gonna let you cut me off like that, Gideon. Now we can come back in here like gentlemen and let everybody talk. I'm gonna let you talk because you're gonna beat yourself up. You don't know nothing, Gideon.
James was next to talk, actually.
You said what, Juju? I'm gonna read the source.
Let James. He had to say real quick, and then I'll read the source. Is
Woo,
that okay?
authoritarianism.
Yeah, exactly what it is. No, it's called. I don't want to cuss y'all niggas out. So I'm trying to save my mental health.
It might be a
Different
little bit
people
of
who don't got
deflection.
nothing.
in
I'm
there.
thinking we can do this as gentlemen, but you know what? Y'all don't want an easygoing show.
Yes,
Y'all
we
want to
do.
play to
I
the
do.
crowd. You want to do all that because that's the only chance you got to sneak some bullshit in. But if we chill out and everybody talk, right, and I kill you with the source, y'all have no standing, bro. All you got is a belief, dude.
Okay.
That's all you got. You don't got no real scholarship on that. Come on, man. Get out of here. You've been doing that for years. You ain't Gideon. Gideon get up here talking like he talking intelligent. Get out of here, Gideon. You're religious, bro. I'm not mad at your religion. I'm not tripping, but I'm not going to let you dive on the show, right? And make shit up like that, bro. Your belief is your belief. You can have that, but this ain't the show for your belief. This is the show for you to show and prove, bro. You can't prove, right? Did you come from the line of Judah? You couldn't prove it today. You can't prove it tomorrow, and none of y'all been able to prove that.
Come on.
As a matter of fact, I would say that you're disrupting African Americans from actually learning about the world religions by acting like you something you not.
Nah, but when I'm talking to
mental
you,
stability is that, brother.
Right.
Somewhere in your mind, you've lost it, bro. Somewhere the slavery got to you, bro. You sitting up talking about you from a place in Palestine somewhere.
Well,
Man, this
when I'm talking to
fiery
you,
right
bro, I'm
now.
not really talking religion. All
But
I'm
you're
saying
not
is,
talking right now
look,
because we're reading
we're
that.
having-
It wasn't your turn, though, Gideon. I'm gonna let you say
Right.
everything you want to say. Relax. I'm just saying we need some order, yo, so we not like the barbarian. Because I know it's gonna go. I'm gonna cuss y'all niggas out. I don't want to do it. It doesn't make sense, yo. This is the gentleman's game.
Oh, Jesus.
We've learned over the years, this is actually a gentleman's game, bro. We don't gotta act like that towards each other. I'm not in the fucking lab, and you ain't diving out the damn Bible. So let's be gentlemen, so people can hear the show. And cut me off. I'm not having it. Now, trust me with that. I'm God up in this bitch when it comes to that. Now try me.
I thought you was a God killer.
No manna comes from heaven.
You stupid.
And the Lord of hosts says,
God.
and you shall die from the fires from heaven. Rain down on you.
Y'all funny.
Come on now. Stop it.
You gotta
Now
say
let's-
don't get cussed out today in the God voice. Do it real quick.
Now don't get cussed out.
Let's get back to normal. All right, we got it off our chest. It's friendly over here, and I want to go watch the Steelers game.
Yeah, that's
So
funny.
go ahead, Mr. James, and then we'll let Mr. Gideon go, and we'll let Mr. Super Pseudo himself go, Mr. Lex. And then we'll read the source first. Go ahead, James, and we're gonna read the source.
No, I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I just wanted to
Hey,
say
when I
this,
get to go?
James. Be quiet, please. Golly. James made some excellent points in the back chat, and I think they need to be heard, especially the last one. So go ahead, James. Say what you want to say. You ain't got to say what you
I appreciate that. I'm going to run through them really quick. My first thought was the Christian is hijacking the stream because he felt threatened by the powerful discussion that was happening. Right. And I noticed this across the freaking internet. They usually do it in chat, but if they get a chance to do it on a live stream, they'll jump in and do it there too. They come in and they feel threatened by the fact that you were spitting facts, that we're laying it out real and live and raw. And they're like, oh, hell no. I don't want people realizing what a grift my stupid religion is. Let me come into chat or let me come in the live stream and completely hijack it with some bullshit so that we can forget what topics we were on.
That part, James.
Absolutely. And the second point is, how much sense does it make to say that God did evolution and then follow that with saying we shouldn't trust evolution because it creates racism? Because when you argue that way, you're incriminating your own God to say that he did a thing in science that actually creates racism. And then the same people who believe in that God want to argue against the thing that their own God did. It's bullshit. The next point I want to get on about, Christianity created color-based racism. And then they reinvented racism as another master race religion, another artificial social construct within which, if you're a member of that demographic, your life has more value than everybody outside of it. That, yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and try to pretend that they're solving a problem they created in the first place.
That's
And
word.
Yeah, and then the
White
last
man
thing,
was created in the 17th century. Go ahead, James. Teach.
and the last thing, real quick, nothing that anyone can say about evolution, even if they're wrong or right about evolution, does anything at all to validate Christianity or any religious fundamentalism, because all that intelligent design arguments can do is get us as far as deism, and you cannot build a bridge of facts or logic from deism to Christian theism. You can't do it. So those are my 4 points. You guys go ahead.
Thank you. Very good points. So now you want to have me read the concept of human zoo, correct, Bobby Banger? All right. So.
Absolutely, to get Lex out of here. This is the game they play. Cause a lot of confusion, right? Say some shit, you throw it in. It's part of the tactic. Same thing Umar Johnson do, right? He can go on an intelligent panel and never answer questions and then give a good speech and all that. See, what the average listener does not know, there's a difference between science and pseudoscience.
Yep.
We're going to bring that chart up too, right? It's just a difference there. And so they never was promoting science. I don't care how many times they was saying it. I don't care how many times if they backed the shit and they was like, yeah, the scientific community agreed. No, that was not the truth. Only person I know of that did the circumnavigated the globe and looked at the different organisms on Earth was Charles Darwin. He didn't just guess this. Okay? And if we read the word natural science and what it was, it talked about prediction power. This man, Charles Darwin, made a scientific prediction, but it's the greatest thing in science. So go ahead, Juju, and get him out of there. And watch him squirm and watch him act like that ain't what it is, but he will never bring his sources as differently. Matter of fact, we can pull up the daggone scientific racism article on encyclopedias that tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, he's sham-shamming, flim-flamming, bim-bam booming. Man, y'all hit them cash apps, man. Show some love around here, man. Let me drop that in there. Show some love. This is how we beat up dedicated religious pseudos all day. They never want to let you have a conversation. They rather cut off. They want to be unruly, hoping that I get mad and cuss them out. That way they can escape with the foolery. Hoping they say something, right, that you don't catch and you place it in the wrong space and go home and tell your babies the nonsense. Come on, man. I'm not sitting up here banging on nobody's. You can believe what you want to believe, but I cannot let you represent scientific topics wrong. Gideon don't know no better. Mr. Israel, his name tell you he don't know no better. Anybody running around in 2024 talking about they yada Israel, you know he ain't real. Gideon ain't fair. I ain't even let you talk. I'm gonna let you get your get back though.
Oh boy. So
I'm gonna let you get your get back.
You already know.
You ready?
I just want you to be hyped up when you start talking. When Gideon talk, I want y'all to listen closely to what he say. Go ahead, Juju.
Yeah. He good with the flim flam. But anyway, did the human zoos have anything to do with science? Concept of human zoos, exhibitions where people from non-European societies were displayed in settings simulating their quote-unquote natural habitats, has historical ties to pseudoscientific ideas, particularly those rooted in 19th and early 20th century scientific racism and social Darwinism. Please don't mess up that up. Please don't mess it up. While these exhibitions were framed as educational or scientific endeavors, they were primarily exploitative, reinforcing colonial ideologies and racial hierarchies rather than contributing legitimate scientific knowledge, connections to science or pseudoscience, anthropology and ethnology. Human zoos were often presented as extensions of anthropology and ethnology, fields concerned with studying human societies and cultures. However, during this period, these fields were heavily influenced by racial biases. Exhibitions were designed to support the ideas of a hierarchy of races, with European societies positioned as superior and others as primitive. Darwinism and misapplication. Misinterpretations of Darwin's theory of evolution were used to justify human zoos. Organizers claimed that they demonstrated stages.
Hold on, you just said the what, yo? The miss what? Ain't that what Lex trying to do?
Yeah, it says misinterpretations of Darwin's theory of evolution were used to justify human zoos. That would be social Darwinism, I'm sure, right?
That happened to pop up after Darwin was dead. By the way, by the way,
right, by Francis Galton, his cousin, when he was dead. Charles Darwin was dead. But I hear a lot of people confuse that social Darwinism that had nothing to do with Darwin. So organizers claim they demonstrated stages of human evolution with non-European peoples displayed as living fossils or less evolved humans. The pseudoscientific framing was rooted in social Darwinism, a distorted application of evolutionary theory to justify colonialism and racial inequality. Physical anthropology. Visitors and scientists often examine and measure the physical traits of individuals in these exhibits using methods like craniometry, however you say that, to assert racial differences. These studies have since been discredited as unscientific and deeply biased.
That's right.
Human zoos were tied to imperialism and were often used to showcase the supposed civilizing mission of European powers. They portrayed colonized peoples as exotic and inferior, legitimizing colonial dominance, entertainment versus science. Although framed as scientific or educational, human zoos were primarily entertainment spectacles for mass audiences. The inclusion of exotic music, dances, and rituals reinforced stereotypes rather than fostering genuine understanding or advancing scientific knowledge. Legacy and criticism. A modern scholarship recognizes human zoos as dehumanizing and unscientific. They perpetuated harmful stereotypes and contributed to the systemic racism that has influenced Western thought. Prominent examples like the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, an exhibition of Oda Benga, a Congolese man displayed in a cage at the Bronx Zoo, highlight the intersection of exploitation, racism, and pseudoscience. Conclusion. While human zoos claimed a veneer of scientific legitimacy, they were fundamentally pseudoscientific and driven by colonial, racial, and entertainment motives. They represent a dark chapter in the history of anthropology and serve as a reminder of the changes of misusing science to uphold oppressive ideologies. The end.
Yeah, let's talk about where we at now. Go ahead, Gideon.
Can I go ahead and get it?
It's, and I spoke earlier, but peace to everybody on the panel. The thing about science, the science that, and I'm going to say that y'all propose, is the ultimate revisionist. I'm not too keen on what y'all was speaking on, but Lex basically said that when they had those human zoos, it was based on science. And at that time, it was. We clearly read that
pseudoscience. It was based on pseudoscience.
Right. Besides you interrupting, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
y'all have
you can't do that though, Gideon.
But
just say I don't know.
No, what I'm saying is,
go ahead, brother.
Y'all hide behind the liberty. Y'all hide behind the liberty of saying that was racist scientists or that was incorrect science. Y'all the ultimate revisionists. But this is what I want to say.
So bloodletting used to be science. We know damn well that's not science today. It was pseudoscientific. I mean,
exactly.
I
give you a more recent example. Asbestos. We put asbestos on everything and in everything but our bread. And it came to be found out asbestos was poisonous. Yes, that's an example.
No, that's not.
Right. That's a perfect example.
No.
So this is what I'm saying.
No,
what are you doing right now, yo? Let's get back to where you was at. Get off that. Erase that from the record. We didn't even hear you say that. Get off that.
Sure. So when I'm speaking to you or anybody of your discipline, I'm not trying to convince them that I'm an Israelite. That's just a historical fact
All
of
right,
the
gotcha.
Israelite people.
Okay,
What
no
I'm trying to
problem.
convince you
We'll deal
of,
with this. What you
or
trying to convince me of?
what I'm trying to disprove when I'm talking to y'all is
Mhm.
that I'm not a monkey's uncle. Because that's basically what y'all claim to be, a monkey's uncle.
Grade 8. A grade
There,
8.
right,
Grade
right.
8.
There's
A grade 8.
What
there's
are
no
you then, yo? What are you?
That's
What
right,
are
there's
you?
kid.
no greater fate
What are
than
you?
evolution.
No, I'm saying, what are you then?
I'm a human. I'm a human. I was created.
See?
My
Okay, hold on. Stop right there. Hold
You're
on.
using
Okay.
taxonomy, but you can't get
Human. You're a human, right?
but you just might as well just
right.
say God's child, Gideon, because you
No,
just
no,
fell
no,
into
no. You're a human. Hold on here. All right. You sure you're a human? Are you
Right.
positive? Are
I'm
you
positive.
positive?
I'm
Okay,
positive.
let's see what the human is. I'm not gonna let you make up what your own human is. Okay, you go. Human. Go ahead, Juju.
You should have said God's child.
Child of
Humans.
God there, bro.
A child, whatever. So not a human. Humans, Homo sapien, mean thinking man or wise man, a modern modern humans are the most common and widespread species of primate.
So if you're a human, then you're a damn primate, get in. I'm not
Right.
gonna let you make this up. I'm gonna say this again. If you are a human, right, you are a species of primate, bro. Keep going,
Right.
Juju.
And the last surviving species of the genus Homo.
Genius
They are.
Homo.
Let me get to the best part. They are great apes characterized
You,
by their.
stop. You're a grade 8, bro. Whether you
Boom,
understand
boom,
it,
boom,
whether you care to know,
boom.
whether you rather to act like or whatever, if you use the word human, then you are a
You're
grade 8.
bro.
Keep going. And what makes this man a grade 8, Juju?
Because great apes characterized by their hairlessness,
Uh-huh.
bipedalism,
Hold on,
and
bipedalism, the ability to walk. It's called habitual bipedalism. That means you can walk, bro. And you're definitely hairless or fairless. Or my fault. Or like
hairless,
not. What I want,
less
fair, what the
hair.
hell word I'm trying to use
Don't
here?
have fur.
No.
Fur. You're fairless, right? But you do actually do still have, you have a light cropping of fur all over you, right? But
That's
for the
why it
most
says
part, you're hairless. Keep
hairlessness.
going. A high what?
And high intelligence.
Now I question that. I definitely question that right now. And this junk, I question that.
All facts. All
Keep going.
facts. You
Keep
said
going,
it.
Wait a
Juju.
minute.
Humans, what?
They have large brains and
Yo, you have a large brain. Go ahead.
enabling more advanced cognitive skills that
More advanced cognitive skills. And we talked about how them cognitive skills can get you in trouble when we talk about religion. That's why we set this show up like this. I just didn't know you was gonna fall into it like this. Keep going, Juju.
That was so easy. Skills that enable them to thrive and adapt in varied environments, develop highly complex tools, and form complex social structures and civilizations.
Now stop right there, Juju. So Juju, we got it right here on the chart. Just the chart right here. We could go through the whole daggone chart. What's the range? The human population, look.
Human population density across the globe, and this is 2020.
Yeah, humans. Look, all across the globe, right? And then if you just come here, look, you got domain. Eukaryotic.
All them great apes. All of those is all great apes.
The kingdom is what? Your animal. Your animal. What's an animal? That means you're multicellular. Eukaryotic organisms.
Eukaryotic organisms.
Eukaryotic. Go ahead.
So you just saw not them great apes.
Keep going.
With few exceptions, animals consume organic material, breathe oxygen, have myocytes, and are able to move, can reproduce sexually, and grow from a hollow sphere of cells, the bastula, during the end. That's all.
Here you go. So now, okay, phylum. Cordea. What's the code? What is that? Go ahead, Juju.
Is a
This gonna get you.
You know you're reading your Bible to me, right?
Yeah. Let me finish. Read the Bible. Right, go
a
ahead.
literal animal belonging to the phylum Chordata. All chordates possesses at some point during their larval or adult stages 5 distinctive physical characteristics, synapomorphies that distinguish them from other taxa.
And what's the 5 things? The 5 things. Let's come up with the 5 things. The 5 things are, look, what is it?
distinguish them from taxa. These 5 synapomorphies are a notochord,
Got that? Do you got that, bro? Keep going.
hollow dorsal nerve cord,
Keep going.
endostyle,
Mm-hmm.
or thyroid, pharyngeal slits,
And a
and
what?
post-anal tail.
Yeah. So tell me you don't got all that. To act like you don't possess some of that. Yeah, right. You tripping. And then finish up, Juju. So now we at the class, a mammal. He agree. Are you not a mammal? Are you a mammal?
Vertebrate
No, I'm not. I'm not a
You're
mammal.
not a mammal? Hold on, you're not a mammal?
No, I'm not a mammal.
Okay, so he's not a mammal. So let me make sure he's not. A mammal are characterized by the presence of milk-producing mammary glands, right? Your mother has that. All our mothers have that. All the women have that. Glands for feeding their young. All the women amongst us have the ability to breastfeed. Okay, well, keep going. A broad neocortex region of the brain, fur or hair. Man, stop. You know what, man? I'm not doing. Hey, G, you know what? I'm not actually not doing this.
Yeah,
you know what?
He said human, he was
dead. You know what? Matter of fact,
you're preaching, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
religion.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me check the cash app.
I always want to straw man somebody.
All right, we get okay. I'm out of here. Shoot, I'm done. I'm not arguing for no reason. There's no reason here. We got 0. I got 1 donation from my man. I appreciate you, bro. All right, the $5 time clock is ran out. Man, I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. It was a great show, man.
Yeah, that was
man, hit that cash app coming off the door, man. And y'all know what it is, man. We're not sitting around here making up stuff, man, like that, bro. This is what we're not going to do. We're not going to sit up here and be totally ridiculous at all levels of our journey to educate the daggone babies, man. All right?
Yeah.
Man, the time clock is ran out, man. Appreciate it. Lex, we get you later on. We're going to get you at around 7. I'm going to hit you up 7. Come on, 7. We can do that. It's going to lead into our Egyptian show. So I'm going to make a show just for you. You can let you get it off. All right? Just for you. You and Gideon. I'm going to let y'all get it off. And say everything y'all think y'all can say. You know what I'm saying? Juju, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Yeah. With that, man, y'all know what it is, man.
He said he's not a mammal.
Seen it all raw, tough. Streets of Baltimore where survival's always rough. Joined the Marines fighting for a life he could save. But back in the hood, he felt like a runaway slave. Started an army, not of guns but of wisdom. I'm a rock squad, truth the anthem, we ain't just a God killer. Bobby Banger on his path for the truth. Empower the people, give them wisdom as the proof. Black power rising, knowledge shines like a light. He's fighting for the future, ready to ignite. Selling drugs on the corner just to put food on plates, but deep in his heart, he knew he had greater fates. From the traps to the lab, he fights ignorance raw, teaching evolution while shaking up the law. The real black atheist is changing the game, waking up minds, never the same. God killer Bobby Banger on his path for the truth, empower the people.
Man, look, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Hit the cash app going out the door, man. I appreciate all the love, man. We'll be back on around 6, man. And with that, man, I refuse to argue with a person that don't even know they're a mammal. How? With that, we out.